Hi, this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, and Living the Wholesome Life, and we are on week 31, day 5 of our positive, peaceful affirmations that we are doing every day, Monday through Friday. We are following Dr. Susan Lawton's book, Positive Peaceful Growth Calendar, that you could buy at Aroma Tools or Oil Life. If you love positive affirmations and you love essential oils and aromatherapy, if you love music therapy, I think you're really going to love this book because it's a beautiful combination of all three of those elements. The affirmation that we've been working on and concentrating on and having fun with, seriously having fun with this week, is I am discovering more humor. And I love the brightness and the sense of light and the hope that concentrating on this affirmation has brought to me and my family this week. Things, even though, yes, we deal with some serious subjects and we have some many serious things happen to us, we don't have to take life so seriously, and we don't have to take ourselves so seriously, and humor can lighten humor can lighten everything. And so I hope that you've been discovering a lot of humor in your life. I've definitely been making major efforts to discover more humor in my life, and to have better humor, and to just say things and do things that lighten the load. Okay, so the affirmation again for the entire week is, I am discovering more humor. Now, yesterday I put out a challenge or an invitation, I'll just say. I put out an invitation to see how many times during the day can we do things to make someone smile or to make someone laugh. Now, I wasn't 100% great at counting what I did. My goal was 10. I think I only got to 3 or 4. One of the two. But I loved that I was doing things and seeing things and bringing things in that were making people smile and laugh. It felt good. It feels good to have the power to lift people's spirits. I hope that that's a gift that we all continue to cultivate as we go throughout the rest of the weeks as we're following this book. The affirmation for today is, I have the gift of imagination and work well with it. I have the gift of imagination. So, like in Sleeping Beauty, when they have like those 3 fairy godmothers and they're all blessing Aurora with different things, I think it's so cool that we can bless ourselves with whatever gift we care to cultivate. We can bless ourselves and others around us with the gift of peace. We can gift ourselves and others around us with the gift of information, or the gift of friendship, or the gift of inclusion, or the gift of, I don't know, but we can gift ourselves and others with the gift of humor, and we can gift ourselves and others with the gift of imagination. Now, how do we do this? How do we better use our imagination? And one of the things that I'm going to say is, let's be intentional. Let's be intentional about how we're using our imagination. Let's set aside time, like maybe 5 or 10 minutes, whatever you want to set apart in your day, to dream. What do we want our lives to look like? Right? There's that song from a musical called South Pacific. I love musicals. Our family loves musicals, and so I often think in songs. And there's a song that says, you've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you're gonna have a dream come true? So we have to have dreams. Is every dream that we have gonna come true? Probably not. But if we don't have the dream, we know it's not coming true. So let's get at our dreams. Let's make our vision boards. Let's make our bucket lists. Let's make our goals. Let's put them up where we can see them, and let's just imagine everything that we possibly can about it. The more we can imagine what we want, the more with work that we can make things happen. Okay, so it's going to be all about using our imagination today. Maybe one of the things that we're going to want to be journaling about today is, what do we want our lives to look like? Right? What do we want our lives to look like? If you could just change, if you had the wand and the magic wand, and you could change one thing in your life right now, shut your eyes and as I'm talking about this if you want. If you could change one thing in your life right now, what would you change? Okay, let's imagine that. Let's journal about that one thing that we want to change, and what would our life look like? How would our life be different if it was changed? And then let's do the creative work to make it happen, right? Okay, so we're using it, but it all starts with imagination. They say that everything in life is created twice, right? It's created once in a person's imagination, like the shirt that I'm wearing, the necklace, the chair that I'm sitting on. It was all created once in someone's imagination and then created physically. Let's start creating in our imagination what we want to create physically as well. Okay? So, using your imagination, I was listening to a lot of different clips. I love researching, and I love listening to different talks on different topics. And so this morning, as I was doing my family history, I was listening to different talks on using your imagination and how much what you believe can come true. So when a gospel way of talking about this is faith. To me, imagination is like faith. And there's that super fun song, you gotta have faith, right? Anyway, but if we have hope and we have faith and we have imagination, and then we have the work that comes in and makes all of our dreams come true, right? It can happen. What do you want to have happen? And how can we better imagine it? And how can we better work toward making that happen? Okay. So that's what we're thinking about today. The song that we are talking about today, well, there's so many different songs. There's so many different songs when it comes to imagination. Now, the song that we've been kind of connecting with the whole entire week as we were concentrating on humor was "Make 'Em Laugh" from Singing in the Rain. But the song that I'm loving with the imagination is the one that I mentioned, that you've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you're going to have a dream come true? Like Walt Disney, he made things come true. Thomas Edison, he started with focus and an imagination, and he made things come true. Albert Einstein, he said genius is what did he say? I'm going to post, I'll try to find the exact post in the comments and post it in the comments. But he said something like genius is all about having imagination. Okay, I totally ruined that quote. But he does have a quote about imagination. Anyway, all I'm saying is imagination is amazing. Sometimes as we grow, as we age, as we grow up, when we get all sorts of different responsibilities, we stop doing the fun of imagining. Like I remember when I was I'm going to say like 11 or something like that. Like I totally knew the bed that I wanted to have when I grew up. It was going to be a water bed, air bed, bunk bed, canopy bed. Canopy, bunk bed, water bed, air bed. Like the top was going to be a bunk bed, and the top was going to have like a beautiful canopy on it, and then the top mattress was going to be an air mattress, and then the bottom mattress was going to be the waterbed mattress, right? Yeah, it was back when the waterbeds were like majorly big, but I just wanted it all. If you want it all, that's okay. That's totally okay to want it all. Let's keep imagining everything that we want. and then let's work to make our dreams realities. Okay, so but it all starts with imagination. Okay, so yeah, the song. Back to the song. Yes, you've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how are you going to have a dream come true? If you have a song that you love about using your imagination, put it in the comments. I definitely love learning from you. Okay, the diffuser blend that we've been diffusing this whole week is 2 drops of Roman chamomile, which is the oil of spiritual purpose, 2 drops of ginger, which is the oil of empowerment. So, if you're feeling a little bit out of control, time to take the reins back. Ginger essential oil is amazing to help you do that. And then lavender. Lavender, oh, the oil of communication and calm. We have 2 calming oils. We have 1 empowerment oil. It's kind of 2 yin oils, 1 yang oil. It's a beautiful, beautiful, balanced combination of oils that I think is very, very powerful. Now, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we talked about all the emotions. We didn't talk about all the emotional benefits, but many of the top emotional benefits of each of those oils. If you missed it, just go back and watch, or we actually have a YouTube channel that's called Living the Wholesome Life, old. We have 2, I don't know, we had a little confusion, but this is Living the Wholesome Life, old. And so you can see all of the posts that we've ever done. Go watch it, go subscribe, you're going to love the channel. If you like what I'm saying, you're going to love the channel. Okay, so, but today on Friday, it's called Physical Friday, and we always talk about the top physical benefits of each of the oils. Now we're going to be starting with Roman chamomile, again, the oil of spiritual purpose. So, Roman chamomile, used by ancient Romans, right, before they went into battle to keep them clear-headed and empowered. But some people consider it the most relaxing scent in the world. And there are studies have shown that there are over 1 million, yeah, I said that right, 1 million cups of chamomile tea drunk every single day. Okay, that alone might tell us something, that there's a whole lot of people who are really, really valuing the benefits, the physical and emotional benefits that Roman chamomile can give them. And Roman chamomile oil is definitely different from the herb, but it has many of the same qualities, okay? So, physical benefits. First one is that it is great for sleep. You can put a couple drops on your hand, you can inhale it, you can then put it on your head, on your temples. I would definitely put it on your ears because you have all your reflexology points on your ears, your hands, your feet. You can diffuse it in the bedroom, or you can just spritz it on your sheets. We're going to be talking about lavender. Again, lavender is world renowned for sleep. So you might want to just, get one of those little spray bottles, like those tiny ones. You can buy them at, dollar store, tons of different places. Anyway, just get one of those small spray bottles. Go ahead, put 2 drops of lavender, 2 drops of Roman chamomile, and then spritz it. I think my phone is called Weatherbug, and it tells me where I like the weather and all of those warnings and those watches that you get for weather that might be disruptive. Anyway, so I have family. I live in Utah. I have family that lives in Missouri and Idaho and Pennsylvania right now. Anyway, and so I love hopping on to my Weatherbug and seeing what's going on. And right now, a lot of the warnings that I'm seeing are high pollen content, right? For lots, depending on where you live, it's certain plants, and I love how this app tells you exactly what plants they are. But Roman chamomile, like, can really, really help with the discomfort that a lot of us might feel at this time of year. Okay, so it can help with muscle tension. It can help with head tension. So if you've just had a hard workout, which is super good right now because hard workouts, like, they give us those endorphins running through our body. They help us feel happy. They help us alleviate the stress. So definitely want to recommend, getting out, walking, riding, biking, inline skating, whatever it is, rollerblading, whatever it is that you like to do, go out and do that. But go ahead, put some Roman chamomile on, like maybe put a couple drops into like a tablespoon of carrier oil. I would say olive oil, coconut oil, whatever you like, go ahead, put that on your muscles pre-exercise, and then go ahead and put it on your muscles afterward to help your muscles recover a little bit faster. But it is great for just ache, when your muscles are achy. Since we're talking about aches, there's also some people actually have major aches at certain times of the month, right? And so Roman chamomile can be so good for that. Again, you're just gonna, put a couple of drops into like a tablespoon of your carrier oil and just smooth it on and see if that doesn't help. Now, is everybody's body the same? Does everyone's body respond the same? No, everyone's body is different. And so we're gonna all respond a bit differently, but we can say, this is what works for a lot of people. If it doesn't work for you, let's try something else, right? Because I am a firm believer that God has put on this earth everything that we need for the issues that we encounter. Okay, so again, it can help with that time of month. Like think achy. When you think Roman chamomile, think achy, right? Or think helping the ache. Don't think achy. It's not going to make you more achy, but it could help relieve the aches and the discomfort. Okay. So it's also very good, if you've been typing too long on the computer, or if your hands just kind of seem to get achy, put it on. Do the same thing. Put a couple drops into a tablespoon of carrier oil and put it on your hands. See if that isn't soothing to them. Okay? So, Roman chamomile can help promote good heart health. You can just put a couple drops, in carrier oil again. Put it over your chest and your heart area. It's great for improving the circulation. Okay, Roman chamomile. I'm looking at all the things that I learned so much that I definitely have to have my notes. Anyway, Roman chamomile is very good for your skin. And whether you have some spots that might appear, with hormone imbalances, or whether you're trying to clear up like other things, other breakouts on your skin, Roman chamomile can really help. Again, why? It's so soothing. Again, remember, it's soothing to that seasonal stuff that happens. It's soothing for our muscles. It's soothing to our skin. So if we're having flare-ups, think Roman chamomile. It is also good for helping anxiety and depression. Why? Because it's so soothing. It's if you think any ache, like children oftentimes, they just come to you and their ears are just hurting. This would be very good. Now, warning here, you're never going to put essential oils in your ear. That is not what they were made for. You're never going to do that. But you can definitely just put them around your ear. I would put them kind of around the back of my ear, and even put just a tiny little bit of the oil, that had been I put like a couple drops like into that tablespoon of fraction of coconut oil, and then just dip my hand in it, and then just put it around the outside, just around the outside of my ear. Anyway, super good for when your ears are feeling some discomfort, and it can be really good for teething pain too. Now, Roman chamomile is a super gentle oil that is so good for children and babies. A lot of people like to use it when they're teething. Some people like to use it when they're colicky. It's also good for diaper rash. Again, what's the key word here? The key word is soothing, right? So if you're trying to have some part of the system calm down, Roman chamomile, super, super good for that. Okay, so those are some of my top benefits of Roman chamomile, but I wanted to just give you one little recipe. So, if you're having some tummy trouble, again, discomfort, right? You can put 1 drop of Roman chamomile, 1 drop of peppermint, and 1 drop of thyme, and you can put that in a veggie cap, and you can take that internally like every 5 hours. Okay, so how do I know that I can take Roman chamomile internally? Well, let me tell you. doTERRA is definitely the only essential oil brand that I would trust to take internally, and this is why. It's because they third-party test every single batch of oil out there, and then they do their own internal test as well, just to make sure that there is nothing in the oil besides just straight Roman chamomile, or whatever the oil is, oil. So, and a super easy way to test to see if are all essential oils made to use internally? No, they're not. Many are, but some aren't. Now, a super easy way to check if a doTERRA oil is made to use internally is that it will have the supplement facts on it. I feel like I have something on my face. Anyway, it has the supplement facts on it. And it's just like the supplement facts on your cereal box, okay? So, super easy. It will tell you how to use it. It will say that for internal use on it as well. So, Roman chamomile, definitely one that you can take internally. And we would know that, right? Because people drink chamomile tea all the time. Okay, going on to the second blend, the second essential oil, which is ginger essential oil. So, some of the top physical benefits of ginger essential oil is that it's a warming oil. So, when you think Roman chamomile, you think soothing. When you think ginger, I want you to think warming, getting things going. Okay, so it's very stimulating to the circulation system. It's very, very good for the digestion system, which is, I think, why a lot of ethnic foods put a lot of ginger into their food, because it is so good for the digestion. If you're nauseous, if you have some motion sickness, ginger is renowned for motion sickness. If you have, just a lot of different digestive disorders, look at your due diligence on ginger and look at the studies and see what you can find. Now, ginger is a warming oil, so it's also going to be very good for discomfort and pain. A lot of the times, a lot of things that you could use the Roman chamomile on, you can also use ginger on. Oh my goodness, I wish you were right here. Ginger smells so good. It smells so good. Anyway, so definitely you can use it for those times when you're feeling discomfort. And it's very, very good for the respiratory tract. So if you have some gunk that you're just not being able to get rid of, go ahead, pop a drop of your ginger essential oil into like some warm water and drink it. Can you take ginger internally? Yes, you can. Definitely if it's doTERRA ginger oil. Again, doTERRA is the only brand that I would ever recommend taking internally. And again, it's going to have the supplement facts on it. It's going to say on the bottle, you can take this internally. And we all know, I mean, I think that many of us are very used to having ginger in our foods, like the gingerbread cookies that people make sometimes at Christmas time, or just like the ginger biscuits. And why do people even have like those ginger like cookies? It's because they're so good. They're such an aid to our digestive system. Now, so it supports the respiratory tract. It can be very, very opening. So if you're dealing with times when it's a little bit difficult and you're feeling like your chest and your breathing is just constricted, go ahead. You can just smell it from the bottle, or you can rub some on your chest. I would put it, because it is such a warming oil, I would definitely be putting, a couple drops into, again, like a tablespoon of coconut oil, rubbing that on your chest. Okay. So, again, it's a warming oil, so it's going to be great for muscle aches, muscle discomfort. It's going to be great for discomfort during certain times of the month. And one thing that I need to warn you about when it comes to ginger essential oil is that it is photosensitive, which means that if you put it on your skin and then you go out into the sun, you can be more likely to burn. So it's kind of, in that way, it's kind of like some of those lemon, lime, grapefruit, bergamot essential oils, the citrus oils. All of those can make your skin, if you put them on your skin, more photosensitive, so more likely to burn. So if I was putting ginger essential oil on my skin, maybe I was put it on my legs because I had just worked out, or my hands if they were feeling some discomfort, I would definitely be doing that at night, or I'd be putting it on places where it wasn't going to get sun, right? So maybe on a person's back or something like that. Anyway, okay. They say that ginger oil is very, very supportive to the liver, and that if people have a problem with drinking too much, ginger essential oil can help with that. Ginger essential oil can help balance our hormones, and it can also help balance our blood sugar. So if those are issues that you are feeling like you need to balance a little bit more, go ahead, do your due diligence. And check out all of the studies on ginger essential oil. Now, two of my sites that I love going to check out essential oil studies on essential oil. One is called aromaticscience.com. I love, love, love this. They have a collection of studies from all around the world. And a lot of other countries are way more open to using essential oils medicinally. Like, I feel like the United States is a little bit behind some of these Asian and even European countries in kind of how we practice medicine. But we are definitely opening more up to the concept that, you know what, plants have power. And essential oils, they're made from plants. So definitely super powerful. Anyway, okay, so aromaticscience.com is one of my favorite sites to use. Again, essential oil studies from around the world. And then I also really love PubMed because it has a lot of different sites, a lot of different studies, from around the world. And ginger essential oil is warming, and so it can help with colds or congestion. And the last thing that I wanted to say about ginger essential oil, remember, it's warming. So in a lot of cultures, ginger is used as an aphrodisiac, just to help some things get started. Obviously, when you're married, right? When you are married. Okay, so there you go. Then the very last oil that we're going to be talking about is lavender essential oil. Now, lavender is world renowned for its calming abilities. They put lavender in so many things for babies. Why? Because sometimes babies get crying or colicky or whatever, and it's good to know, have things that we can use to help calm them down, relax us. But lavender just doesn't work on babies or just on children. It works on beautifully on like all ages. So we've talked about the emotional benefits of lavender essential oil. Now we're going to go into the physical benefits of lavender essential oil. So it is very, very calming, and it has a soothing effect to many of our the systems of our body. Lavender is going to be, you can almost think like lavender, Roman chamomile. A lot of these things are super, well, first of all, they're both flower oils, right? And they're going to just be super calming, super soothing, and they kind of work in, they have like, they're almost twinners. They're a little bit different, but they're pretty much, they do a lot of the same things. So, if it's going to improve mood, it's going to relieve stress. Again, okay, so, Roman chamomile, they call it the kid calmer, right? And lavender, we know how calming these are. These are, I'm trying to do it right. These are beautiful, beautiful oils for all things calming, okay? So, just like Roman chamomile, lavender is going to be great when you can't sleep. It's also very, very good for blood sugar. Okay, so to use lavender essential oil for blood sugar, you're going to put some, a couple drops into, your tablespoon of coconut oil, and then you're going to apply that on your chest and to your throat area. Or you can diffuse it, and that will also help. Now, lavender has been known in studies to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, what is that system? If you don't remember from high school or college, it's the rest and digest system. So lavender, it's going to help you relax and rest, get the rest you need. It's also going to help your digestive system work better. Lavender, again, flower oils, just to let you know, are renowned for how well they can help with just a whole slew of different skin issues. So if you're having breakouts or flare-ups or skin issues that you've just been working on and you can't seem to get rid of, try the 1-2 punch of lavender and Roman chamomile, okay? Lavender is super, super good for burns. Now, this is one that I would definitely keep in my kitchen. Why? Because people are known for, frying something and they get like a little spot of grease that comes and gives them an owie, burns them, or maybe they touch a hot pan or something. Lavender is so good to have at those times. Okay, it's great. Like if your little boy has been out walking or running and has fallen, skinned his knee, lavender is, well, one thing, it's going to definitely calm the emotions down, right? But two, it's so good to help with helping wounds, to supporting your body to help wounds do what they need to do to become better. Okay, and lavender, again, super soothing. Remember how Roman chamomile was so incredible for pain and discomfort? Lavender is going to be the same. Okay, so all the things, the muscle aches, the whatever, the headaches, the head tension, whatever achy stuff you're going through, lavender, just like Roman chamomile, is going to be good. So you might try lavender, see if it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, try Roman chamomile. If one doesn't work, if neither one seems to be working for you, try the combination. Sometimes when things are used in combination, there's just something that clicks a little bit differently. So again, what works for one person may not work for another person. Let's be patient with natural medicine. Let's do our due diligence. Let's look at the studies. Let's see what's working. Let's try something more natural. Aren't we all ready for something a little bit more natural? Again, just like Roman chamomile can aid in digestion, so can lavender. A couple tips with lavender. A lot of people like to put lavender into their shampoo or their conditioner. It's super good for scalp health, really good for good scalp health. And then it's very, very good for a little bit more lush hair. In fact, some people even like to put like a drop of lavender into their mascara to help with a little bit more lush eyelashes. Okay, just a tip for you. And then last tip is that lavender can be, again, so good, like Roman chamomile, for those seasonal things that are happening with the high pollen content, like right about now. So one of my favorite blends for lavender for that issue is putting 2 drops of lavender, 2 drops of peppermint, and 2 drops of lemon into a gel cap, a veggie cap. Yeah, they're called veggie caps. Anyway, into a veggie cap, and then just popping that down and taking it. Those are all essential oils that you can take internally. Again, I would only take doTERRA essential oils because they third-party test every batch. But you can also put that in your diffuser. If you suffer from seasonal discomfort, I think that's something that can really, really help. Now, what have we discovered about essential oils? We've discovered that they can help us in so many ways, like so many ways. And we've discovered that they can help us physically with so many different ailments as well. I believe that God gave us everything that we're going to need on this earth to deal with the issues that we encounter, right? He did not send us here to fail. He sent us here to succeed. And as we are doing our due diligence, as we're doing our research, as we're seeing the powers and the benefits of nature, we will find answers. I know we will. Okay, so I am reminding you that those are some of the top physical properties of the essential oil blend from the blends that we've been diffusing this week. Again, the blend is 2 drops of Roman chamomile, which is the oil of spiritual purpose, 2 drops of ginger, which is the oil of empowerment. Love that word. And then 2 drops of lavender, which is the oil of communication and calm. Now I'm just going to go back to that word empowerment. Empowerment. You know, it's really my purpose from doing all of these shout outs to empower you with the information that you need and the knowledge that you need to make the choices to empower yourself to get to where you want to get in life, to solve the problems or the issues that you might be facing in life. The whole purpose of me hopping on is to help you feel empowered so that you can have the things at your fingertips that can help you. Okay. That said, and obviously Roman chamomile and lavender, with how completely relaxing they are, we all need that relaxation at times. Okay, so again, reminding us that the song for the entire week was Make 'Em Laugh from Singing in the Rain. The song that we're singing today is Happy Talk from South Pacific, which says you've got to have a dream, because if you don't have a dream, how are you going to have a dream come true? The affirmation for the entire day is, I have the gift of imagination and work well with it. To me, that says the things that I think don't just stay in my brain. I work to make them a reality to help me and other people around me. And the affirmation for the entire week is, I am discovering more humor. I have had the funnest time working on my sense of humor and discovering more humor throughout this week. And it's something that I definitely want to keep working on, because I can see it makes me feel lighter and brighter, and it makes me connect with others around me a lot better too. Okay, you're gonna love, I have it in front of me, you are going to love next week's affirmation. I know you are. You're going to love next week's diffuser blend as well. Okay, this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils Health Matters and Living the Wholesome Life, telling us all that we are empowered. We are empowered. We have the power with us, in us, with God to make it a great day.